Hello, weebs and normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. We saw a couple comments from last week's video, and the story kind of seems like it's coming to a head here. It seems like Kun and Bam are going to freaking meet.
Oh, boy.
Is that what you think is going to happen? Do you really think it's going to happen, or are they going to blue ball us?
It's such a hard question. I always pictured this reunion happening way, way later. I did not expect this to be somewhat of a recent thing. Because, like, what happens now? Let's assume they meet. And
there's no going back from that.
Yeah, like, Kun says, hey, I got Rachel. I know she pushed you. Where do you go from there, right? Like, what does Bam say to that?
Like, so, I swear, if they come up with, like, this really freaking lame reason why he's like, oh, no, I gotta stick with my current crew, and like, I can't be with you right now, and, like, we'll just continue to gaslight Rachel, and like, we'll meet up later. No, bro. No, that'd be so freaking stupid, dude. Like, I get it. The ultimate revenge of having her get to, like, the top and then being, like, taken out or whatever by freaking Bam. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be sweet. But, like, come on. Come on now. We got to get Bam with his boys. That's the whole point.
Yeah. I as much as I want them to meet, like, it just seems easier for them just to not meet. Right? Like, it seems like you're opening such a can of worms.
How would they not meet, though? Like, realistically, they're both going to the same spot.
That's a great question. Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
That's a great question.
They better not frick this up, bro. They better not frick this up.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I have no idea how they could pull this off. Because either they meet and they stay together, and then you have to deal with the whole Rachel thing now, which wouldn't be as satisfactory as, like, dealing with that later, or they don't meet. Those are, like, the two preferable options.
So basically, it's a lose-lose situation.
Depends how they pull it off and portray it. Could be a win-win, could be lose-lose, could be win-lose. Maybe one of those. After we see what they go with, we're like, bro, that other option would have been way better. What are they doing, right? So
right.
Yes, essentially, I have zero idea, and I hope it's good nonetheless.
Yeah,
whatever they do,
you're not giving me a lot of confidence, man.
I don't have a lot of confidence, dude. I think they're gonna meet, and they're gonna have to deal with the Rachel thing right now. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
I would rather have them deal with the Rachel thing now unsatisfactorily, and then have him join up with the old crew and continue through the tower, right? I'd rather have them together.
Even if he meets Bam, or even if he joins Kun, he won't join the old crew quite yet, right? Aren't they, like, significantly ahead? Like, at least a few floors.
Then Kun will bring him up. It's whatever. Kun will be like, let's go, bro. Let's go. Like, you can fly through these other tests easy. Like, what's the holdup?
All right.
All right.
What if they meet, but Fug has something to say about it, and Fug is what stops them?
Then frick Fug. I mean, I already hate Fug, so, you know.
Let's just start.
All right.
Let's do it. He's tracing him through the tower. Interesting. Oh, that's right. This girl's the bunny girl.
Yeah, her hood's like full off now. I like that they just showed him with all of his screens there, but without the blue background, because I was always like, are they in the lighthouse? Like, for the longest time, I thought they were in the lighthouse. But it looks like they just get the stuff around them, and they use the blue for, like, an effect, basically. Oh! He got buried.
Yeah, jeez.
Not that strong. Well, not being able to stand is different from being dead, bro.
Even still, I don't think he's out for the count. Oh! His wing got bigger.
Like a second level. Oh.
Breaking? He's gonna burst through.
He is really strong.
Oh, you see?
Dang.
He doesn't have a pupil in his right eye.
Oh, he doesn't?
I didn't. It was all white at that moment. I wonder if it's an effect or if it's part of the power.
What does he mean? God, who?
Yeah, I
Is
wonder.
he back tracing that message, maybe? Oh.
Who was Apple again? Was that the blonde with the short hair?
I don't know. Oh.
He trips on a rock, bro. The oldest, not trick, but the like oldest thing in the book.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, see, he's got no pupil right
Oh, he's
there.
dead. Yeah, looks like it.
What?
What?
Kasano? What? It's not blue though, it's red.
Oh, dude, he's fucking
Jeez.
dead.
No way.
What?
There's no way he's dead.
That's... he had a giant hole through his freaking chest, bro.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Is Bam about to frick him up? He's dead! He actually is dead!
What?
What? Oh. No, 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 no. Maybe he's not dead. She's egging Bam on?
Didn't he do way more than that?
Yeah, he did 5. Oh no, maybe he did do 3.
No, like before when he fought that other guy.
Yes, yeah, but I think for this time he maybe just did 3.
Oh, there it is,
Here we
5.
go, yeah.
I really like this like power system they do with the amount that you can show up. Where's the freaking arm guy though? Like,
Yeah.
he's just chilling in the rock?
It was Red. I wonder if he acted like if it was the devil that acted and not him or something. Oh, wow. Okay.
Jeez. Now they're in the rocks. They don't look beat up at all though. They're just like chilling.
They don't, yeah.
Dude, all you have to say is it wasn't him and just point to the guy who did it like this isn't hard.
What's this girl's deal? They meet. What?
Holy
No
frick.
way, dude. He hasn't recognized Bam.
No, he must. He's gonna wake up soon. What do you mean? He already killed the other guy. Bro, Bam can make her freaking stop moving in 1 second, dude. You're kidding me. She's Fug.
Is he Fug too? Is that how he killed? No way, what?
Well, of course he killed the other guy. Of course he's still alive. We know that. But he's already dead.
Okay, why? This seems like a ridiculously elaborate plan to get Bam to play into their hands when he's already Fug. Why doesn't? Why can't they just tell him like, come to us, like, do what we say? You're Fug. I don't get it.
They could have just gotten this other guy to come with them by saying like, "Hey, we've got the your friend Kasano. Just come and join us, and we'll let you have access to Kasano." Because clearly Kasano is probably working with this bunny girl, who's working with Fug. So they could have just said like, "Why did they have to kill him?"
No. Okay, she's not Fug. Okay,
She's not Fug. You think?
that's what I think. She's not Fug. She called him Fug Slayer candidate Juviole Grace, but she called him that. But I don't think she's Fug. Actually,
You don't think she's
I think
Fug?
she's no. Now that I like think back on what the actual message said, she mentioned
Even
Fug,
if that's the case,
but
they're clearly in cahoots with Kasano. And they want access to this other guy, to Ilmar, but they could have just like manipulated him in any way. Like this, you're right. It does seem like this is a freaking lot just to get him to come with them.
yeah, I think they're trying to get Bam to come with them.
But why
and
do
they're
all
using
this?
Kang to get at Bam somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why not just have Kang
Okay, but
come.
Here's the thing. Bam is the closest person in that shot that showed everyone and where they were standing. Bam is like literally 2 steps away from this chick. And we've seen Bam move faster than people can see and freeze and lock them in with Shinzu.
Freeze them? Yeah,
So like
exactly.
this situation here makes 0 sense whatsoever. Like straight up. It's so dumb.
Yeah, let's see.
Dude,
He doesn't recognize
she's
him.
so wrapped up in her freaking conversation. He could lock her up. He's right there. Just freeze her.
She's not holding. Yeah, she's not even holding the the clicker.
Yeah.
Apple was the blonde. Okay.
Surely Kuhn's gonna talk sense to him right now, right?
Let's
Exactly.
practice
Thank
your
you.
accent.
Thank you, Kuhn. The only person with a brain in this freaking show. Yes, thank you.
Wait, why didn't he freeze her? What?
What do you mean? Why? It doesn't make sense.
She killed the rest of the group? Or he did?
Oh, frick, because he's in cahoots.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why now? Why did they What? She's walking.
She's with Fug too?
Jeez.
Oh, bro! Jeez! Holy crap! What?
Right.
Jeez, man!
Frick. I've done nothing
What are you
wrong.
talking about?
Yeah, for sure. What are you freaking complaining about? You literally
Dude,
could have
I
stopped
don't-
any of that at any time, Bam. What do you mean?
I don't even know what to say, man.
It's so dumb. They're like, oh, we got you by the tail. You gotta follow us now or you're gonna lose your precious friends. Like, what do you mean? Kuhn is way more important than this other guy that he's kind of friends with.
Yeah, like I like Kang, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but like...
But why would Why would Bam choose? I don't think Coon's dead, obviously, but clearly Bam does. Like, why would he choose Kang over Coon or whatever his actual name is? Ilmar or something? I don't know.
Kang, yeah. It's just like, okay, so think about it like this, right? It's just like, okay, they're holding Coon hostage, allegedly, with this freaking thing, and they're like, you better come with us or you'll never see your friend again. Like, we can save him. It's like, listen, the guy's already dead. We have no idea if they can really save him. He's literally freaking already dead. Maybe she was freaking lying, sure, but Bam doesn't freaking know that, and I'm sure he would not think of that in this, like, intense moment. And then it's like, okay, there's nothing that they can do. They only said the stipulation for Fug was, if you don't pass tests, then we kill your friends, right? This isn't like a situation where they're like, oh, by the way, yeah, you gotta follow this, or it's not gonna be like, we're not gonna, we're gonna kill more of your friends. It's like, well, that's not part of the fucking deal here, right? And like, to be fair, it's not like he has some kind of contract or something, but at some point there's a tipping point where you can't just keep blackmailing an incredibly powerful being again and again and again, right?
And the other thing too is like, he seemingly got out of it. There was a point in which she had let go of the little
for
detonator.
Sure. The whole thing was over. Like, he could have froze her at any point. She literally freaking dropped it at one point, and he chose to freeze the other guy helping him instead of freezing her.
Yeah, I don't understand what the plan was at all.
Literally, if Bam had even half a brain, he could be like, listen, if this is Fug, let's assume she's with Fug, which that seems to be the case, right? That seems like it's probably the case, right? She's blackmailing him and saying, listen, go along with what we're doing and we'll save this guy. Bam could just be like, how about you need me and why don't you save this guy? I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to talk to Coon. I'm going to stop this girl, and you're going to save this guy if you want me to continue climbing the tower. How about that? Like,
yeah,
he has so much leverage, and he must know that he's got a high amount of leverage because they talked openly, right? With Wagner, they talked openly about how vital Bam was to the whole operation. He's literally what we've been waiting for.
He's their linchpin.
Our star. He's our linchpin. He's our fucking prophet, dude. He is the man who will do this. We need him. And then for some reason, they're sitting there going, oh, yeah, well, we can also blackmail the frick out of him. And he'll do what he says. Like, wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. Especially in, like, granted, you could say, like, okay, that situation with the test and his friends, okay, fine. But, like, this is, like, another level of, like, idiotic blackmail that Bam just doesn't have to put up with. Like, he doesn't have to go along with any of this. I don't know. I feel like the writing is just absolutely falling off a freaking cliff. Like the writing in the first thing with the first season was so much more compelling and so much more localized to like these people's story here and now. And then the story of what their actions were telling the greater story, excuse me, of the tower itself, right? It was like the betrayal that was happening and the Bam wanting to not betray people was a commentary of the larger picture of the tower. And it was like interesting, right? Because we were seeing how the macro scale of the tower is now affecting the micro relationships of our friends in season 1. And it was like, oh, okay, it'll be about this. Now it's just like, who knows what the frick is going on half of the time. Like, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, going on that like blackmail thing too. This whole thing was in order to kill Bam, but the rabbit lady wanted to kill Bam, or sorry, not Bam, Coon. It was all made to kill Coon, and the rabbit lady wanted to kill Coon, but she somehow, like, I don't understand exactly what the plan was. Like, she somehow needed Coon and Bam in the same location. Like, why couldn't she just make it so that Kasano asks Kang to kill Coon with him, and they show up and they just kill Coon, and the rabbit lady's there, and she has this whole place ready to blow, and she just kills them all. Like, why is Bam even needed in this whole scenario?
Not.
Like, I don't understand.
He's not. He's only there for drama, right? He's only there so that Coon and Bam can meet, so that they can separate them and like blue ball the audience, right? Because if you think about it, Bam is a wrinkle in this plan, right? Like, if the plan is to kill Coon, having Bam there really complicates things. So it makes zero sense why the bunny girl would then take him directly to the hand thing so that he can potentially...
Exactly.
Like, she doesn't know what he's going to frickin' do when he gets there. And they
he could have
know...
saved Coon. He could have sided with Coon, right?
Absolutely. No idea. All she had to do would be like, oh yeah, so he's like he's going to the opposite direction, right? Like, he's over there. And Bam would be like, oh, okay, I don't know what's going on. And he would just be gone, right? So it just doesn't make any sense. And you see Bam just being like, you know that the bunny girl's going to kill Coon, or wants to at least, right? She's got the detonator. And she's like, you better come with us, or we're going to kill your, or this guy's not going to get saved, right? And then it's like, and then she doesn't have the detonator anymore. So he helps her get the detonator back so he can save Kang. And then she uses the detonator to then kill Coon, who he likes way more, his literal best friend.
Yes,
so he's traded Coon for Kang. And then he's like, at the end here, he's like, what have I done? Oh, no. Yeah, like, what do you mean, what have you done? And you could have stopped this at any point. What do you mean?
And Kang is dead. Or
allegedly.
At least close enough to it.
Yes.
Right? Like, they say they can save him, but like, just looking at this, there's this guy who is dead. They say they can save him. Sure. We'll take that as a possibility. But I have my best friend, like, in actuality,
that you're
in
threatening
danger
right now.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I don't quite get. I don't get this plan. I don't. Yeah. There's so much I don't understand of like what the purpose of all this was. I don't know.
Honestly, maybe there's some freaking 4D chess, big brain freaking stuff happening here, and it'll all make sense. I very much doubt it, but right now it seems incredibly contrived and very poorly played and thought out. Just like straight up. It is like a total breakdown of character motivations, character writing. Like, this is like straight up, okay, the characters have lost half their freaking brain. Like, Bam coming in here and being like, you killed him. No, he can't. That's the thing that makes it even worse. He comes in, he's like, did you kill him? Like, he's like calm, right? Like, he's clearly upset because like his friend's on the fucking ground bleeding out. So he's upset, but he does go in there and ask, hey, did you kill him, right? It's not like he went in there and he's like in a blind rage, like, you killed him, you killed him. He asked, and they're like, no, we didn't. And then then the bunny girl comes in, she's like, no, I saw, they did. And they're like, no, literally, like, the guy who killed him is like right there. He's like in the rocks, which also doesn't make any sense why Bam can't see the guy in the rocks, because he literally did a giant freaking red spirit punch out of the rocks. Like, he should be clearly visible, right? They should be able to point to and be like, he's literally right there. Did he like kill Kang and then like put some more rocks back on him?
He like, buried himself.
My job is done. Yeah, because like
what I assume is like he punched through it, and then like when he retracted, like more just like fell on top or something. But yeah,
sure, okay, a very convenient thing that we didn't see that they forgot to animate. But like Rovik or whatever his name is and Ran are right there too, and they want to fight the other guy, and they didn't do anything after that. They were just like, all right, whatever. Right? They just left the guy in the rocks after they knew he was fucking alive. And so then Bam is just like not listening now. Like, we know he came in relatively calm enough to listen to what they were saying, to even ask them a question. But then it's like, it's just based on this like misunderstanding that they can't get out the fact. Like, I hate stuff like that where it's like, it's all just like a slight misunderstanding of like, oh no.
that really annoys me too, where it's listen, like, if you take it 5 seconds to communicate, just 5
say it
seconds.
out loud.
Yeah.
Literally, while you're fighting, you could say, literally, we didn't. we will literally help you get this guy out of the rocks. We're looking for him too. He's right there. He just like literally did it. Like that's all it would take while they're fighting. It just this was easily the worst episode of the season so far, which is difficult and painful to say because like there's so much promise that was in this episode. Like this was Bam meeting Coon, right? The animation of the fights was better than other episodes, but honestly pretty poor overall. Like these were pretty lackluster fights. The character writing and the plot and what's happening in the story here makes so freaking little sense. And I know that there'll probably be comments on this video saying, well, it's because you don't have all the information. And yeah, maybe that's the case, but there's only so much freaking baiting and freaking gaslighting you can do with the audience to be like, there's more. It all makes sense at some point. Like, you got to give us something, right? Because right now it just seems nonsensical, right? You can't have a mystery set up so much that the characters seem like they have half a brain, that they're doing things that are like unlike them, that so many things are happening that don't make any sense. You've got to have some like threads of like, it feels like something is going on that makes sense, but you're missing some pieces. Because right now it doesn't feel like anything makes freaking sense, and it just seems like bad writing.
Yeah. Like I don't even know why Fug would ever agree to tell Bam that they're gonna kill Coon. Like the whole reason he's doing this whole thing anyways is to prevent friends' deaths. And if they kill Coon, it's like, all right, well, what do they have over him now? Like what? I don't understand why they would show.
And he's lamenting. He's lamenting Coon's death right now in the golem. He could just break out of the golem, like just straight up.
True.
Right? And they're like, "Oh, well, we're holding Kang hostage." It's like, okay, for all you know, he could be dead or is about to be dead.
That's and the even biggest still, thing.
If Bam was in a situation where he had to choose, he literally had to kill one of them. Who do you think he would freaking kill? You think he's gonna kill freaking Coon?
That's
really?
That's literally the situation they just put him in, and for whatever reason, unbeknownst to us, he chose Kang. I don't understand why.
Oh, we got a kinship because we both got a monster inside us. It's like, bro, who fucking cares about that?
Yeah, and he's like, he's got freaking people, that want to see Kang. It's like, okay, there's people that want to see Coon too.
Yeah,
and Bam's one of those people.
Like, is yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like all other stuff that you said aside, like yes, it's true and unfortunate, but the biggest thing for me here is I don't know what sort of information we could possibly be missing in which Bam would ever choose somebody else besides Coon. Maybe Rack, right? There's like a Rack and Coon choice, and it's like and Coon's like, do it. And Bam's like, I don't want to do it. And he's like, do it. And then like, Bam's like,
Coon
okay.
Baited him, like it goaded him into doing it and like convinced him to, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. But aside from Rack, I can't picture anybody else, dude. Like not even in Dorsey. I think he would self-destruct before he would freaking have to make that choice, right? He'd be like, done. So basically what I'm trying to get at is like I have zero, it was not sold to me at all whatsoever. Like this whole, like you're saying, like characters seem like they're not thinking, they're not communicating, blah, blah, blah. True. All that is true. I could overlook all that to a certain degree.
I was going to say, I cannot. Not me, bro.
To a certain degree. The only thing I can't overlook wholeheartedly is him choosing Kang over Coon. I just can't. I don't know how. Maybe there's like a lot of backstory that was like not relayed to the viewer. That would just like it is so golden and so perfect that I'd like look at it and freaking receive enlightenment from on high and be like, I see it. I understand how he'd choose Kang. But aside from something like that, no way, dude. I don't buy it.
No way. The other thing is like, even if they were like, let's say. So here's the thing, right? We know that Fug is blackmailing Bam by like, if you have to pass tests or where each test you fail, we're going to kill a friend. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. But like, you could say, theoretically, you could say, well, they're blackmailing him right now with the death of his friends, with the situation with Kuhn. It's like, well, at some point, like, when are we gonna? Why set up the deal with the tests if you're just gonna continue to blackmail him for all this other stuff? Just make it a blanket. Do what we say, or we kill your friends. Why did they set up a deal with the tests when it's just a blanket blackmail of we'll just kill your friends, right? So that seemed like poor writing, because then you could just get Bam to do anything, because it's like, well, we're just constantly blackmailing him now for everything. It's like, okay, fine. Even if you wanted to go to that extreme of like, there's like all this blackmail happening that they haven't even necessarily implied because it's just the test blackmail. Even if we want to say that that's the case, which I think wouldn't be very compelling, that would just be like they're exploiting him for everything. So there's an excuse to make Bam do anything ridiculous because there's this blanket blackmail happening constantly, which is like, in my opinion, semi-character assassination at that point, just veiled through like thin plot device. Even if that was the case, though, we have Kuhn right here in front of him. So the blackmail doesn't work anymore. You can't use the blackmail on him when the collateral on the other side is the friend.
Is right in front of you. Yeah.
Right? That doesn't work anymore. You can't use that plot device to continue to blackmail him. Kuhn's right there, the number one friend.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no more words to say. It's just I have no more words to say, dude. I don't know where the Tower of God goes from here, dude. Like, yeah. I don't know where they can take it. Like, nothing that Bam ever does, like, none of his motivations will ever seem genuine to me because they destroyed the primary one. Maybe the secondary one. Maybe the primary one is still like seeing Rachel and like figuring out what he's gonna do with that. But like Kuhn is right on the edge of that, right below it. And so like if they make it so that he's able to go against, one of his primary motivations, any motivation that follows, it's like, but why? Why should I believe that Bam's heart is
blackmail
in this?
Bad. That's the whole fucking thing, right? Like that's literally it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? It's like you're right. You're 100% right. They can jeopardize any motivation that he has as a character and just say, well, fuck, blackmailed him. Okay. So he doesn't have a breaking point then? Because like this should be the breaking point. This is the ultimate thing right here. He thinks Kuhn is going to die. You saw him lamenting it. This has to, if there's no breaking point here, there's no breaking point ever. So this next freaking episode better be so freaking off the rails and correct the mistakes that Bam has made, or I'm freaking donezo with this freaking show.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. This next episode is probably going to be the mid-season finale, yeah?
I think so, yeah. It seems like it's coming up to that. 12 episodes is usually like a season, so if they're going to do a double core with 24-ish season, or 24-ish episodes, then this should be the last one, next one. And it seems like the climax, so. It better be freaking wild, bro. We better watch it and be like, I would love to be wrong. I would legitimately love to be wrong. I would love for all the people in the comments to be like, Graham, actually, you guys are freaking stupid. Actually, they call me guy on the left because that's the detractors like to call me. They'd be like, left guy just needs to freaking relax. And yeah, I would love to be freaking wrong. I'd love to freaking eat crow and be like, look, you guys are freaking stupid. You were worrying about nothing. Great. Awesome. That sounds fantastic.
Dude, that is the best case scenario. Yeah,
that would be
wrong
the
about
best.
This is,
yeah, I'd love to look back at this and be like, oh, Graham, the show really freaking got you, man. They were smarter than you. I'd love to say that because then that would mean that the freaking show is amazing and like it's awesome. But at this point, it's not looking likely.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see what next episode holds, man. What? Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
Even through all our ranting, you guys enjoyed this reaction. I wish I had some more things to say, but I'm just kind of like disappointed.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you know, a little bit disappointed, but what can you do?
What is it? Was it just like the perfect? Was season 1 just like the perfect culmination of like all of the best things about the writing and like none of the bad things, and it just happened to be that way? Like, why has this season been such a freaking miss? You think? Like, there's in the manhwa, there's no pause, right? There is no seasons. It's just the manhwa just keeps going week to week to week. So it's not like there was like a break and they rethought the strategy, right? This is already written. Like, why do you think that there's such a drop off here in the writing?
I do think a lot of it is context and information is missing. Like we discussed last time, thinking of doing a live stream of
the missing episode stuff.
Of the missing stuff, yeah. In just in the first 3 episodes, there was a whole other episode's worth of cut content, and it wasn't the way that video was like portraying it. It was like a bullet point thing. It wasn't even necessarily animated. So if it had been properly animated and voiced over or voice acted and all that stuff, we could be looking at double the thing, like 2 episodes worth of missing information, right? So extrapolating that over 11 episodes, I'm like, bro, there's another like season here. Half season at least of like missing information. And that can really, really
mess with the story.
Like, yeah.
Or the perception.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm leaning to right now. Like I anyone can like anything. But for a ton of people to say something is so good, I'm inclined to believe them. So I'm like inclined to believe, yeah, okay, Tower of God, like the manhwa is amazing. And
listen,
it's
man,
just that the anime is not.
People think Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 was good, okay? And if they think that was good, they'll think anything's good.
Oh my gosh, this freaking guy. No, but like yeah, like that's what I think. That's what I attribute it to. Like we're just missing so much information, which like, okay, that's fair. Unfortunately, that just means like, you know, this has fallen into the dustbin of terrible adaptation with which so many like things have fallen prey to. One of the like big most egregious things that I still am salty about is Aragon, the dragon rider freaking thing.
Yeah,
dude, the movie, anyone who saw the movie and then like turns around and is like, bro, you like those books? Like, what are you wrong with you? It's like, yeah, because the movie like left out like 3/4 of the book. Okay, like there's nothing here. This is a butchery of the source material.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there need to be a lot of freaking context to justify with the stuff that just happened in this episode.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about like, you know, there's no way Kun betrays or Bam betrays Kun for somebody else. Like I don't buy it.
There's no context that would ever make this.
That's a thing, right? That's the thing that I'm having the hardest part wrapping my head around. But you know, maybe there's some sort of inner monologue, some sort of justification that Bam was making in the moment. He played his cards and he's like, how can I have my cake and eat it too? And he thought he maybe played his hand right and then he was wrong. Like something like that is like halfway believable, but it's just like none of that was shown to us. None of that was like ever portrayed. So
like you can't even say that that the Bam thought that Kun would be fine because you have him there like lamenting that he's like essentially sentenced Kun to death inside the goal. He's like on his freaking hands and knees, like upset, distraught.
Yeah. The only thing that could be is like maybe he's not sad that Kun's actually dead and more sad about like having to leave Kun or whatever. But like, again, like how are we supposed to know that? The most logical thing to look at that is to say that Bam is sad. He's sad that Kun is now dead,
or like, going to die, or in imminent danger. But even though, George, even if you could say like, well, he's upset because he's been disconnected from Kun and he doesn't want to, he wants to reunite with Kun. They know they exist now. He could literally go into the middle of that camp and be like, I'm looking for Kun. Kun, hello, Kun, I am here.
Yeah.
And it would be all over the freaking like full web forum thing that they use. Box, he makes a post on Box and he's like, here's my picture. It's me, Bam. Could you come and call me? Like, it wouldn't be freaking hard to find each other. Like, it's not freaking wrong. They have the internet. They have pictures. They have like a town. They're on the same floor.
They have lighthouses. They have people
lighthouses.
Like search scouts.
Like, you're telling me that they can't freaking find each other after this? They could find each other at any point. They're like, oh, well, Fug's blackmailing him to not see him now. It's just like, why? Why, though? Like, if Fug wants Bam to climb the tower, why would they keep him from Kun? Kun also wants to climb the tower, and he wants Bam to climb the tower. So, like, why? Just let them freaking climb. It's just so
like
silly.
At a certain point, like, because right now they're making it seem as like Bam is such a pushover that he's willing to take anything and everything just to like appease Fug, and it's like that's also not Bam. Betraying his friends is not Bam. And so, okay, there's like a certain, threshold in which you can like blackmail enough without pushing him over the ledge that he like falls over.
There's a breaking point.
Yeah, so
where it just doesn't work anymore, and he knows his value too. So like the blackmailing will only go so far. Like a little bit of blackmailing is gonna get him to do what you want, but a lot of blackmailing is going to make him go, I know my freaking worth, and I know I'm freaking strong, and like. You're just going to keep blackmailing me. Like, yeah, he's a little bit naive, but he's not as freaking naive as he used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know also if Fug is this like mastermind organization that can pull strings like a puppet master. Why not? Like, okay, I can see blackmailing him as like the catalyst to get him on your team, but why not turn him into a convert? Why not like instill in him, propagandize him, right? To the point where he's like, no. Like, I am doing Fug's bidding willingly because I believe in their mission.
Yeah.
I believe that King Jihad is like, he needs to go. And so, like, that's like a way better motivation than frickin' blackmailing all the way to the top.
He's already been brought into the tower and, like, had this terrible things happen. It would be so easy to radicalize him after he's been betrayed because he already is like, I need to get to the, like, we already know he has motivations to get to the top of the tower for answers, right? Not for, he says, like, it's not for Rachel. It's not for anyone else. I need the freaking answers. And it's like, great, you know what? We need you to get to the top too. And if you want answers, you're going to have to kill the king anyways, because he's the one in charge. And if you don't like this, which clearly you didn't enjoy this whole situation, let's go, you and us. We're going to go to the top. We're going to make you strong. It's going to be great. There's no reason the blackmail had to even happen in the first place. And
a Kun that believes in Fug's mission, like truly believes in their mission, I can see him maybe not betraying, or did I say a Kun that believes in Fug's mission? I meant Bam that believes in Fug's mission. I can see him like skirting off the satisfaction of seeing Kun again, like holding off. Maybe not necessarily betraying him, but I can see him be like, nope. That is for later. That section of my life needs to wait. I need to focus on this.
And Fug could say, listen, we have connections across the whole tower. We can get you reunited with your friends. You can all go up together. He would be like, you could get me with my friends again? We'll go climb together? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. Yeah, totally. And we know that Kun is a resourceful and powerful ally, right? And we know that Kun will do anything for Bam. So they could literally be like, oh, well, all we have to do is manipulate Bam to get him to the top of the tower, and Kun will come with him. He'll be a great ally. He'll be strong, blah, blah, blah. And there's probably like, oh, well, you know, Kun won't go along with Fug for X, Y, and Z reason. It's like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but they wrote it that way. And who knows how compelling that reason is. They could just not write it that way. Right? Like, I feel like if Fug was taken out, if they just deleted Fug from the whole thing, and they just had like a different organization that of rebels instead. Like Fug is kind of rebels, but they're basically the fucking mafia. They're a bunch of fucking a-holes. If they had wrote Fug as a group of rebels instead, that then took Bam from his like lowest point and they radicalized him and they said, listen, you didn't like this? This sucks. We agree. Everyone's suffering like this. The betrayal, because right, like they were selling us so good on like the Tower freaking betrayal here, and they could have been like, listen, we agree, because then the viewer would be on the rebel side, right? Instead of hating Fug for being a bunch of douchebags, the rebels could be like, we agree, the betrayal sucks. Yeah, betrayal sucks, so let's fight back. And then we'd be like, hell yeah, it's the rebels and Bam, and they're going up, and they're going to get their friends too. And then we're going to have a powerful Bam with the powerful friends. And then we're going all the way to the top, baby. And we're going to stop the king. It would have been sick. It would have been the underdogs and the rebels against the Tower and the king. It would have been the freaking crazy.
And Fug could still be this, like, in their depths, at their core, this, like, conniving evil organization.
Yeah.
But they could just present as this, like, wholesome, like,
yeah, and then we could have some, like, really bad stuff happen near the end where, like, the rebels are starting to show their true colors, and then we got, like, a try like, frickin' fecta of, like, the King's faction, the rebel faction, and Bam's friends faction, right? Yeah. And it's just, like, all comes together at the end. It would have been sick. Would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know about frickin' this, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. We'll see you next episode, I guess.
We'll see what happens next episode. Hopefully, like, let us know in the comments, like, if we're just off the beaten path, like, so much. I would love to be wrong, just like you said, Graham. I also would love to be wrong. I don't have much more to say, though. It's just I hope they're able to sell me in this next episode as well, because I do 100%. Want to know where the series goes.
We want to like the show, like straight up. We love season. I love season 1. It's freaking awesome. I want to really like season 2. But come on, like really?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
All right. Well, if you guys want to see more rambling thoughts like this for all our other stuff 2 weeks ahead of time, check out our Patreon and our channel membership. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
See everybody.
Take care.